William Robinson, an informative speech. Sustainable is the new green, said Dan Grant of the Huffington Post in 2012. I believe what he meant by this is that sustainable has kind of replaced green in the common vernacular to describe environmental solutions. We hear this term sustainable tossed around all the time now. Sustainable this, sustainable that, whether it's referring to sustainable agriculture, sustainable architecture, even sustainable banking has made its way into the public vernacular. I first became interested in sustainable design, particularly sustainable architectural design, after finding an article on StumbleUpon, of which many different types of sustainable architecture were mentioned, one of which was earthships. Earthships are a trademarked idea by Mike Reynolds, who is an architect and the head of Biotexture Earthships in Taos, New Mexico. The idea describes a concept which was introduced in 1970 of using waste tires, glass bottles, and aluminum cans to make a structure that would minimally impact the environment, provide off-the-grid energy, and provide its own water, heating, and cooling. There are many different unique design features to these earthship homes. The three of which that I will focus on today include the rammed earth tire walls, the tin can non-load-bearing walls, and also the rainwater collection systems. One of the most important sustainable design features of the Biotexture earthships is the inclusion of the earth rammed tire walls, because they provide the structural support for the home. Basically, the earth rammed tire walls provide the foundation, and they also provide a unique solution to energy loss, in that the earth rammed tire walls are recycled tires that have been reclaimed and are filled with dirt. And basically, they're filled to their maximum capacity with sledgehammers. And then these tires are stacked one on top of another to form a retaining wall in the form of a U-shape for these earthship homes. Basically, they form the walls, and they also work within the concept of thermal mass, as described by Murray Bernard, which describes the phenomenon of absorbing heat from the sun during the day and radiating the heat out at night, providing a form of insulation for these homes, so that no energy is required to heat or to cool them, because these homes will hover around a constant temperature of around 70 degrees in winter and in summer. These earth rammed tire walls are also sustainable because they utilize recycled tires. The EPA estimates that over 290 million tires are tossed away in America alone each year. The earth rammed tire walls are unique because most homes use wood frames and also different types of insulation, whether it be fiberglass or some other type. Trista Chavez mentions this in her article in the New York Times in 2012. Another example of a unique sustainable design feature included in the earthships built by Biotexture earthships is the tin can walls, which are the non-load-bearing walls of the home. The tin can walls provide the layout of the home and are made of recycled aluminum cans, plastic bottles, and also glass bottles. So the name tin can wall is a little bit misleading. However, these bottles and cans are filled with cement and are covered with adobe, forming little bricks, essentially. These bricks are laid together in a honeycomb pattern to form the interior layout of the home. They're sustainable because basically they repurpose garbage into a usable building material. And they're unique because, as we mentioned before, most residential homes use wood frames. A final example of a sustainable design feature incorporated into the design of earthships is the rainwater collection system, which collects rain to be used for drinking, also for household chores, and also for the sewage and the water pressure as well. The rain collection systems work by catching the rain or snow on the roof into silt catches, which then channel the water into cisterns, which are then fed into a pump, which forces the H2O into a tank that gives the pressure similar to how the water pressure works in most of the typical residential homes. This idea is sustainable because you don't have to rely on a public water source. You can collect your own rainwater at home. It is unique for the same reason. Although there are many design features included in the construction of earthships, the earth rammed tires, tin can walls, and the rainwater collection system provide a few examples of the design elements in the earthship concept developed by Earthship Biotexture. These three unique sustainable design features serve unique functions that make them different from the traditional homes that most of us are familiar with. The design features of Earthship homes combine art, nature, architecture, and engineering to form a new kind of residence. Thank you.